Okay, next we have this blog from this guy Dmitry Kovalenko, and he basically is just calling out Cursor on their benchmark. They had this announcement, I think we talked about it before, where they were mentioning how they managed to make indexing of projects extremely fast and how they do like kind of the smart indexing. I think I might be conflating it with something else that they were talking about, which is like how they index projects, and especially large projects for new teammates who hop onto Cursor, where they can kind of reuse some of the indexes. But this specifically is talking about their indexing for the Chromium code base. But basically, it's a pretty long article, but long story short, he goes into like kind of the very deep CS stuff, kind of what we talked about with the Vercel bloom filters. He actually says in this article that like AI really likes to use bloom filters apparently. So I had never heard of that data structure before that Vercel blog, but it's kind of interesting to see that he's saying like it's actually very common with AI. But he just talks about like the search, and he shows kind of a demo as well of his project, and he works on FFF for NVim, which is NeoVim, which is kind of like a Vim extension that makes it a lot better and a lot easier to use kind of like as an IDE. But he just goes into all these details. He says that like Cursor was kind of like misunderstanding some things. He talks about like these trigrams, which I guess is used for indexing for like sets of 3 characters, I guess, and managing all that. But then he like says deeper in the article that they kind of like backtrack on themselves because they're using like quadgrams or something. So I don't know too deep like the CS of this, but I found this like article interesting, and this is another one of like, if you're interested in CS, this is definitely a blog to check out.